YouTube, what it is, it's your boy Diesel from Diesel TV, coming with you guys with another video. All right, this video today is going to address the officer, running the tag of your vehicle and why it's a good thing and why it's something that is needed to be done. So the reason why I wanted to bring y'all guys this video is because I have a lot of people, a lot of friends and all that stuff that are not in law enforcement, and they say, yeah man, these bored cops out here, they just be running tags and stopping people for no reason, this and that, and all this stuff. And I have to explain to them why it is a good thing that, police officers just run tags. Whenever we're not doing anything else, we just run tags, all right? So let me start with the first thing, man. It's their job. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, it's their job. If you're riding dirty, you have a bad tag, and you hit somebody and you don't have insurance on your car or something like that, then that hurts that other person when it was your fault. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't get mad because it's their job. And if you're riding dirty, you shouldn't be driving in the first place. So, like, let's just get that out of, let's just go ahead and wipe that on out, all right? If you're driving a vehicle on the road that should not be driven, or you should not be driving it yourself, do not get mad. Let's be grown-ups about this, all right? This is what we teach our kids back at home. If you do something you're not supposed to be doing, don't wonder why you're getting in trouble, all right? So let's be adults about this, how we teach our kids at home. I'm gonna say it again, how we teach our kids at home. Be responsible for your own decisions. If you decide to go drive a vehicle that the tag is bad, or insurance is not on it, or your license is suspended or something like that, you're gonna have to eat it, brother. You are going to have to eat it because you decided to drive a vehicle when you weren't supposed to. All right? Now, let's go ahead and get rid of that, because that should be a well-known, okay, it is what it is. I'm doing wrong. It is what it is. All right, now, but when I drive around in my vehicle and I don't have anything to do, my patrol car, and I'm not doing anything, I don't have a call to go to or anything like that, I run tags. I run tags to see, make sure people, their registration is up, they have insurance on their vehicle, the registered owner is actually a licensed driver of that vehicle. Sometimes you have registered owners that own the vehicle and their license is not good, and they still drive the vehicle. So that's one of the things that I look for as well. All right, now, one of the reasons I do it is because of what I just explained to you. Insurance rates have risen because so many people are riding around getting in accidents that don't have, that do not have insurance. So we try to, fix that by running tags and things of that sort. A little, tag being expired or something like that, I would stop you and I would let you know your tag is expired, but I'm not going to give you a citation for it, and depending on how far out your tag is expired, I will give you a citation. But what those are called is what we call fix-it tickets. All you have to do is get it fixed, and then when you go to court, they'll throw it out because it's fixed. You don't have to pay anything, they'll just throw it out because you fixed the problem. And that's all it is. Get the ticket, get the problem fixed. When you go to court, they'll just throw it out. All right? So it usually is about, it has to be, usually, for me to give a registration tag, it has to be about 2 or 3 months out. And then I'll say, okay, I'll give you another 2 or 3 months to go ahead and fix it. I'm gonna put your court date out another 2 or 3 months. You'll have plenty of time to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Let's make this a priority and get it done. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's what I'll do. All right? A lot of police officers that I talk to, they do the same thing because they know once you go to court, they're gonna go ahead and dismiss it anyways. All right? So, but one of the reasons why we do run tags like we do is because I'm gonna tell you a story that happened a long time ago. It was about, I think I was in law enforcement for about 4 or 5 years. We had a shooting, all right? We had a shooting, and the investigators were trying to figure out who was the one that shot, what kind of car it was. They figured out what kind of car it was. They found some footage of the car driving down the road and stuff like that. So what the investigator did was they ran the car from where it shot back from ATM machines, you know what I'm saying, some videos on the highway, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying. But there was one video that they found where the car was sitting at a red light and there was a police car behind it. Well, they found out who the police officer was, and lo and behold, he ran the tag. He was sitting there and he ran the tag of the vehicle. So then they were able to find out who exactly was the one that was on the vehicle. Now, not necessarily who was the one that did the shooting. Of course, I can't say if it was that person by just because they own the vehicle, they did the shooting. No, but it helped out a heck of a lot to find out who did the shooting, to know who owned the vehicle, because we can go to that person and say, hey, your vehicle was used in this. Who was driving your vehicle this day? You know what I'm saying? Or who has been driving your vehicle? All right, well, let's go talk to that person because they was involved in the shooting. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know, so there are reasons why police officers do the things that they do. It's not to try to get anybody in trouble, because really when you think about it, when it comes down to it, if your tag is the only thing that's wrong with your vehicle, all you got to do is get it fixed, and then they'll throw it out. You're not going to come out your pocket any. You might have a little bit of money coming out your pocket because you got to take off for work for court or something like that. But other than that, you really don't have to come out your pocket anything. And the fact of the matter is, usually people don't use that as they don't see getting their vehicle registered and stuff like that as something that they need to do. So they always put it on the back burner, and then it gets longer, it gets more expired, the time gets longer and things of that sort. And that's all that is just to make it to where, you know, that person makes it a priority to get their tag and their license and stuff like that fixed. That's really much all it is. You know what I'm saying? But also, if your house or if your friend or your family member or something like that was hurt in a shooting, and an officer that was just being quote unquote nosy or doing too much ran that tag and was able to solve that case because they ran that tag, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have a problem with law enforcement is because it puts them out because they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. That's why a lot of people have problems with law enforcement. I mean, this is just, let's just say it. I mean, that's just what it is. So when it comes down to it, just think about it like that. If you were involved in something that you wanted to be, you wanted it to be solved, and all it took was an officer to run that tag on a light before they got to you or after they left, you know what I'm saying? Then why not? You know, thing about it is, driving is not a right. It is a privilege, okay? The state in North Carolina, I'm talking about North Carolina, guys. Let's just reiterate that. I'm talking about North Carolina. I don't know how other states look at it. I know it's not a right, but I know it's a privilege. But when it comes down to it, man, you don't own these roads. That's why if you were to have 100 acres of your own and take a car that was not registered and drive it on those 100 acres, there's nothing law enforcement could do. Nothing. It's only when you drive on a state-maintained road that you are subject to your license being ran, your tag being ran, your license being ran, you're subject to speed limit laws, you're subject to all of that stuff because those roads you do not own. You pay taxes on them to drive on them. All right, so when it comes down to it, it is not a right for you to drive, it is a privilege for you to drive, okay? And with that privilege comes things that you have to do to be able to drive, i.e., keep the vehicle registered, keep insurance on it, and have a license to drive that vehicle. All right. So I just wanted to come to you guys real quick with this video to, you know, give you a different perspective on, why law enforcement, you know, why we just run tags like the way we do and things of that sort. Mainly it comes from, like I said, because we want to make sure people are driving, you know, with their tags registered and have insurance and all that stuff on it. But it could be a time also where that car could be good to go. We don't stop it. We don't interact with it. We just run it. And then, you know, that car does something, you know, later on or earlier, or did something earlier that day, and we ran the tag, so we have the information from it. So it all comes back to, it is our job. All right. It is something that we are supposed to do. It is something that we do. And that's just what it is, man. If you want to drive, you just gotta put up with it. I mean, I don't have any other way of saying it. You just gotta put up with it. All right. So that's what it is, guys. I hope y'all like this real quick video that I brought to you. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and y'all know what it is, man. I'm out.